hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Testing. Are
Yeah,
you able to
yeah,
hear me?
yeah, Conway, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you
Very
so
good.
much. Yeah,
Very good. Okay.
yeah.
Thanks very much. Looking forward to the event.
Sure, sure, Conway.
Good evening, all. Another few minutes we'll be starting the program. I request you to. I request everyone to stand up. The dignitaries are reaching the dais. Thank you all. Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. It's an immense pleasure to welcome you all today here physically, and also the warm welcome to the viewers witnessing this event virtually. Now I request everyone to stand up for lighting the lamp and remain standing for the invocation song.
Hello.
Can we clap in NTTF style? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Please start. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
I request everyone to stand for 2 minutes. Lokesh.
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा सुरासुरैः सेविता पादपङ्कजा करीशराजित गमनीय पुस्तका वाणी मां पाहि कीर्वाणी मां पाहि वाणी मां पाहि पुस्तकपाणि मां पाहि वाणी मां पाहि वीणापाणि मां पाहि वाणी मां पाहि पन्नगवेणी मां पाहि सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा.
Thank you.
I request the dignitaries to come to the dais. Thank you, Vinod. Thank you, Krishnendu and BTC trainees for giving such a lovely invocation song. I request everyone to take the seats.
Hi everyone. As we all know that we have gathered here to set the ball rolling as NTTF is all set to launch the Design Innovation Lab, which is powered by Autodesk. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Thank you. The lab aims to develop a design innovation culture in NTTF by primarily addressing industry's toughest challenges by utilizing advanced Autodesk technologies in redesigning automotive manufacturing, smart manufacturing, industry machineries, and so on. This lab facilitates our NTTF centers to forge mutually beneficial linkages to initiate and assist innovation activities and act as a catalyst and facilitator for innovation in the country. Its primary objective is to create an ecosystem that connects in all the aspects of innovation process, including training and support. It sets a platform for innovation activities that facilitates and guides the development of ideas into creative applications and products that can directly benefit the society, thereby creating innovation design abilities among all our students, as well as the creation of sustainable pool of skilled labor in the country. NTTF and Autodesk collaborates to develop proactive training module on cutting-edge design and advanced manufacturing technology from Autodesk product portfolio, particularly in mechanical, tool and die, aeronautical, and other disciplines as well.
Our objectives also include promoting and enhancing interdisciplinary design and manufacturing, focused innovation and creativity problem solving through design-based education and project in the complete value chain from process to product. Knowledge sharing and collaboration amongst industries, academia, government institution, research laboratories, etc. for entrepreneurship and marketing of products with increased interaction, collaboration with institutes and organizations in worldwide, and to build a flagship program in the area of design and innovation. This lab shall also upskill and reskill the faculties and students to meet the industry demands on continual basis. Now I request Mr. Gibson to welcome the gathering.
Good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for joining us today, this evening. It's my privilege and delight to welcome you all this evening and address you all. I bid a warm welcome to all guests and delegates who took their valuable time and joined us today to be part of this event. We are honored to have you all with us. I am profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to introduce the chief guest for this evening. He is none other than Mr. Paul Raj Edwin, MD of UD Trucks Private Limited.
Let us give a big round of applause and welcome him. The last.
We welcome you, sir, for gracing this occasion as our chief guest and being with us this evening. Okay, speak. Tell him.
Mr. Paul Raj Edwin completed his BTech in Production Technology from Madras University of Technology, Chennai, and MS in Engineering Management from Birla Institute of Technology, Pilani. He is presently the Managing Director and Head of Technology of UD Trucks India Private Limited. Earlier to his position, he held positions in product development at Ashok Leyland and had been with Volvo for 22 years in the area of technical marketing and technology. We welcome you, sir,
We have also Mr. Conway Go, Director, Autodesk APAC and Japan Education, who has graced this occasion for this event virtually from Singapore. Can we have him on the screen? Yes. Welcome you, sir.
Mr. Conway is the Director of Autodesk APAC and Japan Field Engagement Education. The world's leading design software company, Autodesk, provides a solution for a sustainable design, digital prototyping, and the creation of visual media. Mr. Conway is responsible for strategic alliances with leading education institutions and government, Asia Pacific and Japan. Mr. Conway has over 20 years of IT experience where he held a variety of education, business development, sales, strategy, and license management leadership positions at major technology firms like Adobe and Oracle.
Sir, we are truly delighted with your presence virtually online from Far East Singapore. Thank you for taking your time and being part of this event, sir.
Thank you very much.
Let me take this privilege to welcome Mr. Deepankar Bhattacharya, Head India and ASEAN Education Experiences from Autodesk India, who is co-partnering this initiative at NTTF. Request you to accept this bouquet physically here on behalf of Mr. Conway, who is virtually present from Singapore. Thank you. Conway, for you, if you can hear me. We also have with us our Managing Director, Dr. N. Raguraj. A warm welcome to you, sir, for gracing this occasion. Thank you, sir. A warm welcome to Mr. B.V. Sudarshan, our Deputy Managing Director, who is the brain behind this initiative. A warm welcome to you also, sir. A hearty welcome to Mr. Ramesh Pudale, Autodesk and his team, and all the delegates from the academia, industrial organizations who have taken their valuable time to be part of this event and be with us for this inaugural function of the Design and Innovation Lab at NTTF. Welcome once again to you all, and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Conway Go to address the gathering.
Very good afternoon, everyone. I definitely wish I was there in person. It's great to see a live event again, and it's just amazing to see how everyone has come together. So I really missed being in India. Really miss just meeting people in person. But a warm thank you again to NTTF. So without further ado, I'd like to thank Dr. Rigoraj, Managing Director, NTTF, Dr. Raja Gopalan, Joint MD, NTTF, Chief Guest, Mr. Edwin Paul Raj, Managing Director, UD Trucks India, Mr. Sudarshan, Deputy Director, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Autodesk, it's my pride and privilege to be here virtually. I wish I was there in person, for the inauguration of the NTTF Design and Innovation Lab powered by Autodesk that will deepen the partnership between our two organizations. One goal has kept us united, and the goal is basically enabling India's workforce of the future and preparing the younger generation for a marketplace where their design and make skills will be valuable and a competitive advantage for all manufacturing companies. So thank you, NTTF, in trusting us as your partner to help build this bridge between academia and the marketplace. I'm really excited about the Design and Innovation Lab. This facility will aid in the development of innovation, design abilities among the students, as well as the creation of a sustainable pool of skilled labor in India. So as India continues to pursue its vision to build some of the most cutting edge, safest and greenest products in the world, equipping our students in India with the expertise and skills that are critical in the industry that has never been more relevant or timely. So the Design and Innovation Lab will help us achieve that and contribute to the acceleration of the future of making. And one of the most exciting things is basically students at the Design and Innovation Lab will be able to experiment in one of the most sophisticated technology there is today, generative design. Its adoption is growing rapidly, and we are certain that it will be the way in which not only students are able to design day-to-day items, but also, future and more complex engineering technology products like cars or rockets. And let me share with you one of my most favorite example, the space lander that we have developed with NASA. It has been referred to as one of the most complex piece of generative design ever that's been built to reach Saturn and Jupiter. So the sky is the limit for our younger generation. If this is what we can do today with Fusion 360 and generative design, it is just an example. Imagine what they will be able to create tomorrow. And it starts at the Design and Innovation Lab. It is noteworthy that advanced manufacturing and generative design introduce an automated way, an intelligent way of making things, helping companies, countries to do things better with less resources, less time, and less environmental impact. But there is something more that has been introduced, a new way of thinking. For decades, automation in Autodesk software has helped many companies to offload tasks, optimize processes, and keep up with its competitors. However, in this time and age where software makes absolutely anything possible, it is the imagination, not the optimization, that drives us forward. This is the future of making, a future where we're not limited by technology, resources, or capability, but our very own imagination. So may the NTTF students be led by their imagination to think big in the face of challenges as they come across in the future. As a company, that is what moves us, enabling individuals, companies, nations, and of course, education and students to solve real-world problems through our technology, and ultimately to make the world a better place for the current and future generation. So thank you once again, NTTF, for allowing us to extend our purpose to your teams and to your students. We are confident of the great impact that will come out from this partnership between our organizations, and we look forward to growing this collaboration to the years ahead. Thank you, and I definitely look forward to seeing you in person, and I miss being at NTTF on campus in person. So congratulations once again, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Sudarshan, Deputy Managing Director, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Conway, for that encouraging and powerful words. And I first want to thank Edwin for accepting our invitation to be here with us today for the Innovation and Design Lab powered by Autodesk. Edwin I know him from my Volvo days, and he's hardcore engineer and chief engineer, designed many things, and he's the right apt person for this Autodesk Design Lab inauguration. So he's the only person I called. He immediately accepted, so I don't have to run behind many people to come for this. Thank you, Edwin, for accepting to be here. Thank you very much. As we know, we are from a tool and die diploma. We have progressed a lot in many decades. And we call now tool engineering and digital manufacturing and additive manufacturing. So without proper knowledge of the software, of the design and design aspects, digital manufacturing just cannot happen. So I think this is in the right path, that we are at the right time inaugurating this Autodesk Innovation Center. I was just Googling some of the things, what should I say, but I found some interesting fact. Maybe Edwin will throw more light on this. There are 17,000 plus design-related jobs already available in LinkedIn today. If you Google design jobs, it will 17,000 jobs will throw up. And India has already employed about 700,000 design engineers. And in next 5 years, about 1 million engineers are in need. Okay? And there are more than 1,250 global capability centers in India today, operating and doing the design work, not just for India, for the globe. So a lot of things, if you Google, a lot of things will come up. In India is the 25% of the global R&D centers are in India. So a lot of focus is on design, and we don't want to be left behind in the race. So I think we hope together with the Autodesk, it will give us extra shot in the arm to produce the students who is in need for this country and global. And I also want to say one thing, and you all must be proud if you are not already aware. NTTF was chosen by the National Skill Development Corporation to train the students for the World Skill competition, especially in MCAD and additive manufacturing. So, you know, India will compete in the World Skill. Hopefully it happens in Shanghai in October. So we will train the candidates here in Pina campus for about 6 months until September. So it's a very good, proud moment for us. And all this initiative will help us going forward. And with Autodesk, we are quite happy, and we have progressed a lot together with the support from Deepankar and team. Whatever we discussed, and it is getting materialized so fast. Within just 90 days, this center has come out very well at the inauguration stage. So I'm looking forward for more happenings in this center. We want to contribute not just to NTTF students, but also to the outside world in upskilling and other training related areas. Thank you very much, and I wish ourselves and NTTF a best in this direction. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Deepankar Bhattacharya to address the audience.
Good afternoon to everyone. All the dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Reguraj, Mr. Edwin Paulraj, my good friend Sudarshan, all other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and also a warm welcome to Conway, who has joined us virtually from Singapore. Thank you, Conway, for joining, and also my colleagues who are here today. As Conway mentioned, I'm very excited on behalf of Autodesk education team in India to be partnering in this initiative of establishing a design and innovation lab powered by Autodesk right out here in at the NTTF campus in Pina. This discussion actually started a couple of months back when we signed an MOU with NTTF, I think in the month of November 2021, which was signed by Dr. Raguraj. And so as an outcome of the MOU and our discussions with the senior leadership, management, and the faculties of NTTF, I'm really happy that we are today making this a reality in the establishment of this Design and Innovation Lab. As Conway mentioned, we are looking at leveraging this lab and partnering with NTTF in upskilling and reskilling the next generation of designers and engineers. So we are looking forward to this partnership, and in the next couple of months, we will be drawing out a calendar of activities which will be rolling out through this lab. And I'm very sure that in the next couple of months, we will be able to generate some good case studies or good outcomes out of this Design and Innovation Lab. So once again, I would like to thank NTTF for partnering with Autodesk in the establishment of the lab. I would also like to thank my colleague, Dr. Ramesh Pudale, who has been very instrumental in working with the faculties and the leadership of NTTF in making this a reality. I would, last but not the least, my sincere thanks to Mr. Gibson, I think, who has been, there is a concept of behind the scenes. So I would like to really thank him profusely on behalf of Autodesk for taking the lead on behalf of NTTF in not only the establishment of the lab, but also having this nice infrastructure in setting up this, this inauguration ceremony. So once again, thank you all and all the best.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our beloved MD, Dr. N. Reguraj, Managing Director, to share few words about this event.
Already I'm instructed few words. So when I came here, I said, this, a lady here said, remove your shoes. I said, okay. Now another lady is saying few words. So good evening to all of you.
Good evening, sir.
It was an exciting day for me. And Mr. Go said the right things, set the right tone for this Design and Innovation Lab. We are looking forward to this partnership in a big way, that this produces the best of talents out of our college. Normally, NTTF believes in creating different ladders for our students to go up. But now we realize ladders are not just enough. We require bridges. So the best bridge today we are building is with Autodesk. Give a big hand, Autodesk, for coming forward to partner this program with us. We have two things I want to share with these people, the audience here. We went to Volvo program and innovation program of Volvo, and a guy came to me and shook hands and said, yes sir, I know you, etc. So I asked him, where are you from? He's NTTF postgraduate student product design. He is the chief of powertrain reporting to Germany. So that's one NTTF student. Recently, two people came and met me at home last Sunday. Right? What is our Japanese, German collaborator? Coastal. No, joint venture partner. Okay, Coastal. So, two gentlemen came and met me from Coastal. And they came just to pay their respects to me on a Sunday. And I asked them what the occasion. An NTTF tool maker who was a chief technical officer of this joint venture. Today he has become the managing director of this company. He is an NTTF tool maker. So these NTTF students are all over doing good. And whenever this happens, we feel proud as if we have done everything. Generally speaking, we haven't done anything. We just put some ladders, we put some bridges, and see the fun of what comes out of it. So I'm very happy whatever is happening in NTTF. This bridge will become not like the bridge what they built in Bangalore recently, where highways are stopped. And so this bridge will move much stronger and will be the kind of a what you call the aircraft to fly out? Take-off. So this should become a take-off for NTTF graduates and students to fly out. They said NASA, he said something. We will go even one step higher and go to the moon with Autodesk. Design and Innovation Lab. I'm very happy to be part of this. Thank you, Autodesk, for what you're doing to us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our chief guest, Mr. Edwin Paulraj, to address few sentences about this event.
Good evening, friends. So, I'll not stay with a few words or few sentences. That's what she said to me, but I'll stay with 10 minutes. That's what the time given to me. Yes, yes. I think that's a better standard. Right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, NTTF, for giving this opportunity to speak on this great occasion. I thank the Managing Director of NTTF, Dr. Raguraj, and thanks, your Deputy Managing Director, Mr. Sudarshan. We were ex-colleagues in Volvo. I also take this opportunity to thank the Mr. Convoy, Director, Autodesk, and Mr. Deepankar, Head of Autodesk India. First of all, my congratulations to NTTF and Autodesk on this occasion, where you have partnered to create this innovation lab. I think today in the present world, nothing can be done by organizations alone. Partnership is the leadership. Collaboration is the way of working. So I'm very happy to see that such collaboration is happening in NTTF, and you already, I understand, you're working with Autodesk, and now you're taking a next step, which is in the right direction. So in this connection, I'd like to share some of my thought in the next few minutes. When Mr. Convoy was speaking, he was saying, when in the English we say sky is the limit, but it is like a phrase, but I think it's really true. Now people want to really, from moon to star, they want to go everywhere. So sky is really the limit. But if you have to do that, you have to simulate many things. You have to innovate many things, right? Because this is the area where mankind never been. So things are different. So you have to innovate to be there. So innovation is there everywhere. So that's what I take a message from what Mr. Conway is saying. Sudarshan was talking about the R&D. He said Google, you see that a lot of things. I see in my career as a technology person that India is used as the one of the global center by many companies in the last couple of decades, and particularly in the last decades, almost any company, a leading company, technology company, globally speaking, they have their one of the main centers in India. I can go with a big list here. But now I see that with the new technologies coming in, when I say new technologies, basically it's ACE, automation, and the electromobility or connectivity. I think in this connection, I see that India is taking a much bigger lead. I can't think of a company, if you take the electric vehicle, which I see some of your staff already using the electric vehicle here. I think there's no big electric vehicle company do not have a presence in India. Even recently, Ford, one side they announced their exit from India on the combustion engine technology, but on the other side, on the new technology on the electric vehicle, they said their global the strategy is going to be based on the site what they're going to have in India. So in this context, I think it's really great to see that NTTF is taking a lead to have the innovation which is connected to the technology. Because the technology guys, you are the creator. I think the innovation and the design, you create and then it produced and it used by the market or the customers, and then it goes as the recycle. I here like to, with my experience, I've seen that India is known as a country for manufacturing. Whenever, globally speaking, whether you travel across the globe or you are in a global meeting, India and China are known as the countries for localization, countries for manufacturing. But I now see that India is more moving towards the center of R&D centers or the innovation centers for the globe. But I think, in my opinion, my wisdom goes, I think we are going to design for the world. That the design for the world will go from India. That's what you young generation is going to see in your career. So you want to be part of this journey in your career. I think the right thing what NTTF is doing here is that you create an innovation lab. And with a tool, anything you can't do it with only your brain, you have to use a tool. That pitch in the Autodesk. I think it's the right combination. So once again, my congratulations to you. Now I just want to give some tips too, because I see a lot of young people gathered here and students. So I'd like to give some tips about innovation, because there is a perception the patent and innovation is only some scientists can do. It is not really. So in that context, I like to give some example. Like, if you want to innovate, first of all, you have to accept the problem. You have to accept there is a problem. Then you want to overcome the problem. The innovation is on its way. Let me give a simple example. A great innovation can be explained by few words. You don't need to give a drawing, or you don't need to have a big projector. Let me explain a simple patent which is done by a small boy of around 8 years old. When he was 8 years old, he was using the cheese bottle, right? Okay, for Indian context, we don't use a cheese bottle, right? We use, let's say, the jam bottle. So when the jam is on the top, easy to take it out with your spoon. When the jam goes to the bottom side, you find it difficult, right? It's a practical problem all of us face. You consider a normal jam bottle. It's difficult to take the jam when it goes to the bottom. So we accept the problem. We should not. We should not accept the problem. That's the first success for innovation. Don't accept the problem, but recognize the problem. There is a problem. What this small boy did, he just put a lid on both sides. He put the jam bottle lid on the top as well as on the bottom. So you keep it when the jam is gone to 50% lower level, he reversed it. You got the patent. It's just a patented idea. It's a patented idea. Now I explained a patent without a drawing, without a sketch. Now tell me, anyone can innovate this, right? Only thing, if you accept it, we all face this problem. That small boy, 8 years old boy, he accepted as a problem. And he came with the idea, why don't you put the lid on both sides? When reach 50%, I reverse and start using it. Simple. That's patent. That's business. That's technology then to manufacture it. That's the way to make it simple innovation. Don't think innovation is complicated. I have done some patents for myself. So it's experience. And I have seen my team, a lot of innovation they've done. So it's the experience. So I'm just giving a simple example to make innovation is not something only scientists have to do it. It can be done by anyone, irrespective of your age. Next one, so I'll stop when 10 minutes is over. I will not go. So I'll try to speak with some more time is available. So let me give another example for you to think about innovation and design. You have to encourage idea. When people come to you, no idea is stupid. No idea is stupid. Every idea has got something. Only thing is, of course, you have n number of ideas. Then the ideas have to be filtered, prioritized. Then you, patent it if it's a new innovation. And then it goes to production or to the use. So when people come with the idea, encourage them. Don't shoot them. Every idea looks very stupid, but it's not stupid. Here is an example. Let me give it to you. This is happened in the Scandinavian country. Here is a guy, about 20, 25 years ago. He walked into his, his head office or his office, and he said, they are into products which is, you bottle and, or you put it in a plastic container, you keep it in the grocery shop. So this guy went into this office, he said that I have an innovation or idea where I can, pack them in a paper, So almost literally that guy was thrown out of the office. Literally they thrown him out of the office because already they're struggling with a bottle, glass bottles, they are not able to transport or store it properly, and plastic is giving a headache. And here is a guy saying you can do it with paper. He was literally thrown out of it. Can anyone guess who's this guy? Or which company is this? Any guess? Tetra Pak. That's what Tetra Pak. Sudarshan has got the answer. That's Tetra Pak. Today, that's Tetra Pak. Today you go to any shop, I don't think there is no product, there will be at least one product is packed by the Tetra Pak technology, which is basically a paper-based packaging. And the kind of money they made from the idea is tremendous. And the technology. Idea is simple, paper packing. I'm making it very simple. But then that innovation, when implemented, they were making machines to manufacture that. They were making, because the machines were patented, they were making a lot of money. Imagine the kind of money he got it to the company. Tremendous. And in the process, the job opportunities, and the paper is also easy to recycle. And use and throw. In those days, sometimes even the bottles for the milk has to be recycled. That's the tremendous thing. This second, I'm just giving examples. These are the live examples where the business opportunity, and imagine those countries' economy has changed. Where this is invented, the economy is changed completely. The economy. So this is when the economy of the country changes, it becomes a strong nations, and then the country can develop in the other area with this money. And I think we are India. Maybe I'll stop with this. India is known for frugal, you know. Frugal is the jugaad, right? So frugal. So we have to make, that is the part of our culture. So how we can make use of it? Because our innovations are very simple, cost competitive, but at the same time, you know, mass production and easy to manufacture as well. So here, if you take example, you know, the how to give an example here is like how the Indians think. You know, it is part of our culture. Is that there was this two manufacturers. Let's give an example of this one. There are two companies who are manufacturing the soap, right? And they were stiff competition. So both of them decided to give a soap case as a compliment. Whenever you buy a soap, you get a soap dish. So they put that soap inside the dish in the factory, and they were doing it. And the machine which was doing this, both were having a similar machine, these competitors. But the machine's accuracy is not 100%. So there are some soap dishes going without soap. You understand? There are soap dishes going without soap. So then, you know, when the customer buys and there is no soap, there is a dissatisfaction on the brand. So obviously, both the companies were thinking they have to put an inspection process so that there is no soap dish goes without soap. And one company, obviously, a normal thinking, they came out with a big X-ray machine, and there is an operator who checks when the soap goes in the conveyor belt. They see there is a soap inside or not. Okay, this is a conventional thinking, which all of us does it. I think all of us recognize. You know what is the solution the other company is given? Anyone can guess? Huh? No. Huh? Yeah. Somebody said that fan. I think this is not this is example available in the internet. So the other company just put a blower or a fan because if there is no soap, that dish is, let's say, it's plastic, it's thrown away. So in the conveyor belt they put a fan. If there is a soap dish going without a soap, it's thrown out. Right? So my message, I concluded this: take innovation as part of you. It's not you can work towards innovation. Innovation to be part of your work. Whatever you accept the problem, once you acknowledge the problem, look for a solution. The problem is there because today there is no solution in the globe. That is why there is a problem. The moment you look for a solution, there could be a flash like a blower fan, or it could be like a double bottle cheese will come flash in your mind. Implement it. You have a great career in your life. Wish you all good luck on this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving us a very brief idea about the innovation, design, and the way of thinking. Thank you so much. Now I request Mr. Yes. Now we have a presentation.
Okay, thank you once again, NTTF, for giving another 5 minutes to run through about my organization, UD Trucks, India Private Limited. We were part of the Volvo Group, and recently this UD Trucks division is taken over by Isuzu Group. So that's the easy way for you to understand. I said in my speech that, you design for the globe from India. If you want to take the first example, it's UD Trucks. UD Trucks is a Japanese company designing from India for Japanese product, 40 plus countries. And this is happening few kilometers from here. We are located in Bagmane Tech Park, and our development center is in Voskote. So it is already started happening. It's not, I'm just talking something, it's a myth, it's already happening. Maybe you are one of the pioneer in doing it, designing for a Japanese company from India, okay? So here it's a very quick update about the, I hope you are able to see it on the screen. UD Trucks is it's a multinational company, headquartered in Japan. And we are, of course, innovation is part of our culture. It's part of our culture. It is in our genes. So anything we do, we always look for things which can do better for our customers. Moving to the next slide, our vision is very simple. We don't want to be unrealistic. we want to give the truck what the world needs today. We don't say that we give the truck which is for the future. Future, we'll give it in future. We give it today what the world needs. And this we said in 1935. And even today, we respect it because we don't want to be unrealistic saying that we give the future truck to you. Future truck is nobody's design. Today, we design is the truck, what is the technology we have, what is the innovation we have today. So we want to be realistic. That's the strength of our company. We are a very realistic company. Next slide, please. This is our product range. You must be wondering, what is this all trucks? Why not bus? Actually, really speaking, we see a lot of buses on the road. But actually, the bus is a much smaller business than the truck. So bus, generally in our industry, we make a lot of trucks and we make very few buses. Since we live in cities, we see the buses, but we don't see the trucks. But truck is the one, it's really getting the revenue, and that is the logistics. Today, in this hall, you see, everything is transported one or other time by a truck, whether the screen or the chair you are sitting. So that's the importance of truck. So we also have the bus business on group, but in the front of our business is the truck, which really gets the revenue to us. Moving to the next one, we have the global presence. We are present in a large way in Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asian countries, Middle East, South Africa, Latin America, and we are in about 140 plus countries where we have the presence. Our headquarters is in Japan, and for the overseas, outside Japan, all the products we design from India, that is in Bangalore. And that is the site, we have it in Bagmane and the development center in Hoskote. And we are from India supporting 6 plants. The mother plant is in Bangkok, Thailand, and then we have plant in Kenya, Malaysia, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, and 6 plants we support from India. So that's another way how designing from India, R&D is in India, we are able to control 40 markets from here and supporting 6 plants. And that's where the tools and the technology, today we have company like Autodesk, they come into the role to bridge the gap. You can do the business sitting from a remote place. That we made it possible for a Japanese company from India. Moving to the next page, some figures for you to understand the business. We have 86 years of experience, about 8,600 people in UD trucks. Little later, I'll come back on the full size of our organization, which is much bigger than what we think. This is the UD trucks, and then I'll come out the group. We are 40 plus market. It keeps on increasing because we started this business supporting from India in 2013. And with the one product, and then we multiplied the product, and 2017 we launched all the product. In a very short time, we've grown so big. And today we sell about 15,000 plus fully built trucks in different countries, and our turnover is about 15,800 crores. Going to the next, this is our company, the group company. We belong to Isuzu Group, which is again headquartered in Japan. Isuzu has got a much wider presence than UD, obviously. 105 years of experience, 45,000 people in our company we have, and we present in 140 markets across the globe, and we sell about 6 lakh the vehicle units in a year. And the turnover of the company is, for you to understand, 1,84,000. For you to visualize, is a huge company, one of the biggest group in the world. And imagine for that group, you design from India and you sell in 40 plus countries. So you should be proud of that. Next slide will tell about the facility what we have to do that. You need infrastructure. Without the infrastructure, you cannot do that. So we developed the trucks, in Hoskote. You see that in the picture. That is the test track. A truck, generally, we give a life of about 20 years. And if you want to verify and validate, you can't run the truck 20 years. By the time the market will change, you can't sell the truck, right? You can't sell a truck which is designed for 2000 now. So what we do, we have a accelerated endurance track. Okay? So we have an accelerated endurance track. So your vehicle's 20 years life, you can establish on this track in few months. 3 to 4 months time, you will get the 20 years life on this track. That is what you see in the picture here. That is the endurance track. It is designed in a special way so that you're running on the track. In 4 months, you get the 20 years life for you to visualize. Some of the pictures of that thing you see. This is the team sitting here. Of course, we have some multinationals here in my team, people from Sweden, people from South Africa, Thailand, and France. Also they are working, so it's a very, very diverse team in Bangalore, what we have. And of course, we have a supplier base, pretty much a global supplier base. Again, we manage all this from India. We have suppliers in India. We make use of India to a great extent, but also we use China and different Asian countries as well. Yes, I think then you see the picture of our team. We are about 400 people in India right now to develop these trucks. And then of course, we have our team also sitting in Bangkok, South Africa, and soon we will be making our Indian team to sit in Dubai as well. So it's a reverse now. We are not making people to travel to India. From India, we are making people to go to the other country to support them. That's what I was talking about, the reverse game now. So you would like to be part of this game, you can come and join UD Trucks. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a very informative message what we have given us about the UD Trucks. Now I request Mr. Prashant to come for delivering the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Respected guests, dignitaries on the stage, my fellow faculty, students, and all the viewers online. Sometimes if the only words you can say are thank you, they're enough. It's my privilege conveying vote of thanks for this inauguration program. I would like to start it off by thanking Mr. Edwin Paulraj for coming here, delivering an awesome address and gracing this occasion with his presence. Truly, sir, your stories have inspired us all. Thank you very much. I would like to call our beloved Managing Director, Dr. N. Regaraj, to present the memento to the Chief Guest, Mr. Edwin Paulraj. Please put your hands together.
I request everyone to give an NTTF claps. Claps goes.
I would like to thank our Managing Director, Dr. N. Regaraj. Ladies and gentlemen, none of this would be possible without the visionary and grand ambition of our MD, who cheerled us every step of the way. Thank you very much, sir. I now request our Deputy Managing Director, Mr. B.V. Sudarshan, to present the memento to Mr. Conway Go. Mr. Conway isn't here physically with us, so I request Mr. Deepankar Bhattacharya, Head Autodesk India, to collect the memento on his behalf.
With little more energy. Hello. With little more energy. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Mr. Conway, this is for you. The pedestal of the memento is made from generative design. So there you go.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much.
I would like to thank our Deputy Managing Director, Mr. B.V. Sudarshan. Design and Innovation Lab is his brainchild. He spearheaded this and encouraged us all the way. Thank you very much, sir. I would also like to thank Mr. Conway Go for taking time out of his busy schedule and joining us today virtually. Thank you very much. I thank Mr. Deepankar Bhattacharya for all his support extended to Autodesk team and NTTF. Thank you, sir. I extend my gratitude to our Management Advisory Council member, Mr. K. Venugopal, for being here today and always encouraging us in skilling and upskilling initiatives. Thank you very much, sir. I thank all the guests sitting in the audience. Your presence means a lot to us. I also thank all the viewers online who tuned into this. We can see you. Thank you very much. I thank Dr. Ramesh Pudale and Autodesk team for wonderfully coordinating this initiative. Thank you very much, sir. You can do a little better with claps. I would like to extend my gratitude for the team from NEC for printing that colorful memento. Thank you very much. I am grateful to Mr. Gibson, Principal SPG, and Mr. Rajshekharan V, Principal BTC and NEC, for all their efforts towards this initiative. I would like to thank all my colleagues from Corporate Office, BTC, and SPG for their courteous presence. Give a cheer for yourself. I thank Mr. Jagdish and his team for all the support, without which all of this would have been really difficult to pull off. Thank you very much, sir, wherever you are. In the end, trainees, our students, we love technology as long as it makes lives less complicated for our students. We work hard to come up with new ways to making training friendlier and effective. When it comes to training, NTTF has always pushed the limits. We always did, and we will always continue to do so, because that is the need of the country now more than ever. Our mission is to make you, our trainees, more prepared for the roles of the industry. You are the heart of why we do what we do. Everything is centered on you. So I want to thank all our trainees for the continued faith in us. Thank you all once again. Over to Ms. Prabha.
Thank you, Prashant. Now I request everyone to stand for National Anthem. No, it's ready. Please. Okay. Oh, no problem. We'll sing. Yeah.
I'll give a count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, start. Janagana Manahadinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidata Punjab Sindhu Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Utkala Jaladi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jahe Tava Shubha Ashisha Mage Gahe Tava Jaya Gata Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. I request the dignitaries to move forward to BTC building for inaugurating the Innovation Center. I request the audience to remain standing and give a big round of continuous applause as they move forward. NTTF clap goes. Continuous claps, please. So the next building, sir. The next building. NTTF claps, let it continue till the dignitaries move forward to the next building. Thank you. Please take your seats. We'll be witnessing the inauguration through virtual. Please take your seats.
So last year also we have tried with the digital manufacturing challenge in partnership with NTTF, and this activity also pulled on innovation in design and manufacturing. So also we look forward to some problem statement from your company. Yeah.
See, all the systems are running up.
So we have solutions to actually
On the short door also we have.
Okay.
We are getting one more technology.
That is SLA technology. They have FDM and quality technology.
We want to see the design and make process happen here.
Right.
The people are developing a lot of ideas.
Okay.
And with the help of these design digital tools, so they want to simulate and they want to see how my product will perform.
Okay.
And also they want to make the products. So we have some key products which are also built in design and manufacturing space. So
these are some of the
nice
product design students who have done this. Okay. So we have showcased it with whatever they have done with Autodesk. So we have now upgraded to the higher level, so they can do many things.
Two things. One is that your innovation is not only to product, correct? Because the innovation can be in process, it can be in methods, it will be, absolutely, your scope is full, not only product. Because sometimes too much we are kind of, is there. Second thing, I think the product design is one is really the very highly paid job in the, because it's not very well known in India. People think product development, but product design is pretty different from that. This is actually, some people call it also styling, ergonomics. In fact, in our truck industry or a bus industry, the starting point in any project is the product design. The guy has to do